What's up, all you dirty little heathens out there? Welcome back to the Half-Ass Heathen Podcast. My name is Cody. Cody Black. Black of the Cody. The blackest of the Codys. The whitest guy of the black guy of the Cody. The whitest of the guy Cody with the last name Black. Surname Black, white skin. It's more peachy. Um,
Where is this going?
with the penis of an Asian man.
Ew. I was not expecting that.
I am joined once again by my beautiful wife, Dana.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Happy Monday, guys. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend, and I hope you guys kick some fucking ass this week. Kick some ass.
Kick all the asses.
I hope you guys kick some ass and take some names.
Then
give those names to other people whose asses you kicked and names you taken names from.
Yes.
If you are new here, welcome to the shit show. If you are a return listener, fucking welcome back, homie G Willikers. If you guys are new, return listeners and you guys don't follow, don't forget to give us a follow, give us a like, give us a comment, rate, help us get into some algorithms so we can get a better reach out there.
Yes.
Last episode we talked about the different parts of the Norse soul.
Yes.
And in that we talked about the 8 different parts, and then you said when I see a person, I just see one piece or one whole thing.
Yeah.
And then our friend, shout out, dude. She's been binging through all of our episodes, and she's a great person. But yeah, she did say, like, you're right. All 8 of those pieces come together to make one whole. That's your 9th piece, because 9's like a sacred number with this Norse shit.
Yeah.
Like we have 9 realms. There's usually like 9 names in a poem and stuff like that. So 9 is a very magical number. But to piggyback off 8 parts of the soul, 9 being your whole one piece. For all those to become one piece, you need to find balance in between them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or be able to, you have to have a strong mind, a strong body, a strong spirit, and blah blah blah, to be able to have a nice little social cohesion with all your different parts.
Do you think people who struggle a lot, like I'm thinking like it's extreme, like narcissists and stuff like that, do you think a part of them isn't connected with their whole? Do you think that's why they're like that?
Well, yeah. I think maybe they connect too much with one piece, like the physical, and really not much else.
Yeah. And they have a hard time connecting with the rest.
But sorry, we are snacking on some peanuts. Totally unprofessional. But if professional is what you came for, you're shit out of luck. But I wanted to touch on shadow work. So I think in order for you to be strong in all these different aspects and to help bring them together, you need to start with some healing, some inner. You need to start working on yourself. Connect with all the different pieces.
Explore them, because this is like probably generally like the first time I've heard about all the 8, which is 9 actually. I never realized how many pieces there were.
But then it does make sense when you're thinking about
it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I just knew it my whole life, and I'm just being aware of it now.
And we've always heard this throughout life. Like, you need to have a strong spirit, strong body, strong mind. So it doesn't really come as a shock that people have had this belief for a very, very long time. It's just been kind of weeded through and kind of fucked up because Christians and blah 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 and
All the
time,
other stuff.
big old game of telephone that we've been doing with our history and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but babe,
Yes.
I know you started looking into this, but before you looked
Briefly.
into what shadow work was, what was your first reaction to it? Like, what did you think it was before you started actually researching it?
I thought shadow work, like when I think of that, I think of like magic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Like
Mm-hmm.
just shadow work. Ooh.
Is this your card? No? Check your asshole.
Ew. But yeah, that's where my brain went to.
Hmm. And I told you, I was like, no, it's not magic. But
Mm.
technically it is. Doing any kind of work or strength building, like, you're changing your body, you're changing your spirit, you're changing your mind. So technically it is a form of magic.
Mm-hmm. It's a different kind of magic.
Yeah. That's like one aspect of magic. Because you know what's like true magic? The placebo effect. I give you a pill, I say, hey, this is going to make you feel a certain way.
Oh
And then
yeah.
your body says, okay, we're going to feel this way now.
The way your brain, like if you believe in something so much that like it actually makes a change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is why every time I get sick, I'm always like, I'm not sick. I'm good. I'm going to feel better tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a great day.
Yeah.
Usually works out for a little bit. Then it comes back, kicks my ass. Then I feel better again a little bit. Comes back, kicks my ass. Um, but so shadow work was so not the term shadow work, but using the term shadow was coined from a psychologist named Carl Jung back in about 1812. Um, and I know when people hear the term shadow, they think of like dark, mysterious, scary, evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but essentially, what Carl Jung was saying is, there's bits of us that we see every day that are out in the light, but there's a lot of stuff that are inside of us that don't really get to see the light. They're in
Mm-hmm.
the shadow. So it's not necessarily like it's dark and mysterious and evil and blah
Your
blah blah
shadow's
blah.
following
Like
behind you.
fucking edge lords going, I do shadow work and I sit next to a shadow figure. But
We tried talking.
it's just the parts of you really that just don't really see any light. Like your subconscious, more or less, is what he was talking about.
The shadows within you.
Mm-hmm. It's more or less like, um, how do I explain this? It can be something like just reactions, triggers, and stuff like that. Like
Emotions.
if a dog's getting beat and then somebody raises a hand to the dog and then it puts its head down,
Mm-hmm.
that's a reaction from its shadow. It's subconscious. It doesn't think to do that. It's a reaction. It just does it. Um, we all have triggers. We all have reactions. We all
Mm-hmm.
have um, issues and problems that are hard to deal with, or we just flat out refuse to acknowledge that they're there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but shadow work is an amazing thing because it's not just a simple do it this way. You can go all sorts of different ways. Um, and I do want to touch on all those things. um, but if you're a return listener, you know how my brain do. Um, so I'm just gonna kind of list some stuff off now, and hopefully I don't fucking forget to touch on them. So obviously you can do this through meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my favorite thing that I've seen is people keep journals for their shadow work. Write down things that come to mind because a lot of this stuff is deeply embedded inside your brain.
Yeah.
And then when you have that moment where it comes to light, you're able to write it down and just have it there so you don't fucking forget it, or so you don't just like push it back down in there really fucking deep.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we've all heard, if you're really angry or you're really sad at somebody, you should write a letter and burn it.
Never heard of that.
You never heard of that?
No.
You never heard of like write an angry text and then just delete it?
No.
Oh, really?
I've only ever just went over the argument in my head or whatever happened in that moment. Played over and over again. Mm-hmm. That's all I ever did.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're raised in a cult, so it's not shocking that they didn't tell you how to work on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, us normalish people were, we were told, like, if you're angry at somebody, write a letter and throw it away. Like, you're getting your anger out and then you're putting it away so there's no harm, no foul. This other person doesn't get to read it, but you get to talk as much shit as you want without causing drama, essentially.
You get a little bit of clarity.
Yeah, it's almost like I was gonna crack a jokey joke, but that one might have gone too far. So hold on. Oh, I have also seen a form of yoga that goes into shadow work as well, which is really interesting. I don't know really much about it. I saw a couple videos of this lady that was doing it, and it was really interesting because she would give herself like what do you call it? Like mantras, stuff that you say back and forth to yourself while she's doing all this stuff. It was really interesting.
Oh, like what are they called?
Like
I want to say affirmations.
Yes, affirmations. Almost affirmations. Like her stuff was like affirmations, but where affirmations is like, I will do good. I'm a good person.
I am strong. I am beautiful. I am.
Yeah. Hers is more or less kind of the stuff that you hear me say, where I say, it's okay not to be okay sometimes. And it's okay to go through hard times because that's human life. And it's okay not to know everything. It's okay.
Like reassurance.
It's just acknowledging that nobody's perfect. Everybody has a tough time. Even rich people have their own personal hell that they go through.
One thing I like to think about is everybody has balls.
Everybody poops. Yep.
It's weird. It's like you can think like, oh, the president, he has a butthole.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Where the fuck did we hear that from? Weren't we listening to Theo Vaughn
on Joe Rogan?
On Rogan. Wasn't that where he said it? It's all like, yeah, no, I mean, I think it's kind of weird, man. Like when you're talking to the president, you just got to remember he poops too. It's like, oh shit, I never thought about that one. Yeah, mantras and stuff, and all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna veer off just because it's in my brain right now. It's okay to have things that are not 100% cool or okay or good about you.
Hence this podcast.
Nobody's perfect. Some of us are a little bit more half-assed than others. Some of us are a whole ass.
Don't be a whole ass, be a half ass.
Some of us are assholes. But when you're going through those tough times, it's okay to be okay. And it's okay to not know everything. I think actually the people who admit that they don't know everything are the only people willing to learn. I think if you think you know everything, you're not going to learn. And I think that's very unhealthy. Just like our podcast. That's why we always tell everybody to comment or email us that, more than welcome to correct us on anything you want.
Even do your own research.
And this is a big precedent to shadow work in and amongst itself. Acknowledging that it's okay to not be okay, and that it's okay that you have made mistakes in the past, and it's okay to acknowledge that you are going to continue to make mistakes in life. And hell, with this faith, you can make mistakes after life too. Maybe not even this life, maybe the next one, but acknowledging that first, before you start with shadow work is a big thing, because everybody wants to tell you like it's not okay to feel this way. Like if you feel this way, there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. And I think acknowledging this kind of stuff is a big it's an important thing for the big first step into shadow work. Because shadow work can be tough. It can kind of hurt. It can be kind of painful once you get down into it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like I said, shadow doesn't mean bad, yucky, disgusting stuff. Um, you have to acknowledge that a lot of the stuff you keep down deep down in you is kind of yucky, but it's not evil. It's you. Like it's not something that's going to jump out at you and scare you. Um,
It can't bite.
yeah. Um, but as always, I totally recommend doing your own research and look into these different things that I mentioned, even like that yoga stuff, yoga diaries. Hell, you could do the affirmations, but I think that's a little bit, I don't know, dramatic. You are enough.
Well,
I,
maybe not affirmations, but just reassurance.
reassurance is good. I think affirmations, um, uh, like I read a self help book a while back. It's called "Unfuck Yourself" by Gary John Bishop,
You've told me this one.
and specifically, I listened to the audiobook, and the dude's Scottish, so it was fucking great. And he's got a section in it where he says, the next time you find yourself thinking, I deserve this or I don't deserve this, um, you have to realize that nobody deserves shit. You have to work for everything in life. You're not going to have everything handed to you on a silver platter. This is why I like that book. Hell, you know what? First step into shadow work, go check out Gary John Bishop. I hope that's his fucking name. Pretty sure it is.
Want me to
Unfuck
look it up?
yourself. That was a great, really great self help book because he says this isn't just a normal self help book where I'm gonna be telling you that everything's sunshines and rainbows and unicorns, because life's fucking not that way, and I'm not gonna be that way. And I 100% recommend the audiobook because he reads it himself and he's Scottish, and it's fucking great. Did you find it? It's that first one right there with the hand.
Yeah, but it's blurry. You can't see his name.
Click on it. I'm pretty sure it's Gary John Bishop. Oh shit, you just found a PDF. A free PDF. Crazy. Anyways, I'm pretty sure his name was Gary John Bishop.
Yeah, right there. Gary John Bishop.
Yep. Unfuck Yourself. Great book. Yeah. Be willing to unfuck yourself. That's great.
I really did just find a PDF.
Yeah, you can find free PDFs on pretty much any book out there. Like any books that we talk about, just go on Google and just type in whatever book and then free PDF download. Be careful, there's some weird websites out there. But I was really doubtful with self-help books until that one came up, because it just says unfuck yourself, and I was like, I would like to unfuck myself. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot. That's probably the only one that I've ever hit. He's got a whole series. He's got like unfuck yourself, stop doing that shit, wise as fuck. Dude's a brilliant guy, but he doesn't sugarcoat shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's Scottish, man. Stop doing that shit. It's fucking great. But yeah, as you guys are looking into this, you're going to see 1.5 million ways to do shadow work, and it's okay to play around with it. Just do some meditation on it. Meditating is another one. You can meditate on it.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually got a meditation that's kind of one of those that, I don't know, it's really uncomfortable just because you're, getting deep down into your hurt feelings and your emotions.
Also ruins.
I haven't played with runes with shadow work. I know you were doing some research into it. Did you want to talk about what you were finding out?
Um, I think I want to like shorten it,
You
but
mean like summarize it?
basically it just said a lot of people use ruins for like self-discovery, emotions, moving on, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there was also a subject where it was like a lot of people use nature to help them. Um, and then, which I thought this was pretty interesting, is they connected some gods to emotion, like our emotions.
Yes.
Like obviously Loki's chaos and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Odin's wise and a traveler.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Hell, she deals with dead people, so maybe it's like um being stuck, just being stuck with the same routine over and over again, dealing with the same people, same emotions. Um, what else was there? There was
Wow.
something else that was really good that I wanted to touch on.
On what you were saying with the gods can be represented um, as pieces of us.
Mm.
It's one of those things that if you take a step back from the lore and all that stuff, and if you look at these as just like tales to bring us lessons in life, it's actually a good lesson that you can bring back. That even if you're a skeptic into if there's whether or not there's gods, whatever, even if you just use them as lessons, like um, sacrificing yourself for wisdom. Like when you want to be wise, like the Havamal says, if you're too wise, you're not going to have a good time. Like you're not going to have fun being too wise. Being wise is in itself sacrifice. You can't just be a dumb, stupid, hopeful idiot that just has fun. You look at all the nasty shit that can happen in life. I think that's probably a good thing to acknowledge too when you're doing shadow work. Try not to overthink it. I think overthinking is one of those things that humans do really well. We overthink things to the point where we don't want to do them. Like me personally, when I see the dishes, I do the dishes in my head before I even do them, and then I don't want to do them no more because I already did them in my head. Like, just don't even think about it. Did you find it in your notes? She's a reading.
This one also says, brings up a subject of lessons of acceptance. Like in Norse mythology, there's Ragnarok. A lot of the gods try to change the fate of it,
Uh-huh.
but in the end, they had to accept it. They had to accept it for what it was
Mm-hmm.
going to be. Um,
And speaking of acceptance with shadow work, that's essentially the whole thing of shadow work is accepting yourself as yourself and accepting yourself as the good, the bad, and the ugly.
yeah, it also mentions transformation, self-sacrifice, and facing the unknown with
Mm-hmm.
yourself or whatever you're going with. Um, this one mentions Odin's quest for the runes, where he hang from Yggdrasil, the world tree, tree of life, whatever you want to call it, for 9 days and 9 nights, and it symbolizes the painful but transformative process of diving deep into the self to uncover hidden knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's tons of examples that we can look at. Um, but if we do that, we will be recording for the next 3 weeks straight. um, but yeah, acceptance, looking deep within yourself.
So I think the main things that you could look at shadow work would be journaling, meditation, and mindfulness, therapeutic approaches, and self-inquiry.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a strong advocate for therapy.
I am.
Depends on your therapy. All right, I'm not a strong advocate for those fuckers that went into student debt and think that they know better than you.
Mm-hmm. You definitely got to have the right person.
Because me and
But
you can give each other therapy right now, but
just talking is therapy.
you can go pay $300 an hour to some bitch sitting in a chair, and she might tell you what you want to hear, or just she can just disagree with you because she doesn't like you, or she could just be a complete fucking idiot.
She could be there just for the money and not actually want to be there for you.
Yeah, she's in debt. She needs to pay off her damn bills. Yeah. No, I'm not a big believer in therapists. I'm a bit biased. I've been to 4 in my life, and each one of them said, "Oh yeah, you're right. You figured it out." I'm like, why am I here? Why am I wasting my fucking time? Because I mean, that's a big part of it. Like, if you're really good at giving advice to other people, you need to be good at giving yourself advice when you're going through some shit. Like, take an outside look. If somebody else is, I don't know, me and my girlfriend are arguing so much, and like, I don't see a way out of this. Like, and it's so easy for you to just go break up with them, right? But then when you're going through the same stuff, you're like, I can't. I'm not gonna break up with them because I'm gonna work through this. But like, you take an outside step, like, oh, my advice to somebody else would be break up with them. So maybe I should take my own advice. But between acceptance, you have to learn how to trust yourself. A lot of people can't trust themselves. Self confidence.
Yeah.
This will help work on your self esteem. It's all about acceptance and accepting all that stuff that you hate about yourself, accept that it is a part of you, but it's not the whole you. Like, just because your shadow is there, it doesn't mean that you are all shadow, bad, negative stuff.
Well, for me, I was in foster care, so I was forced to go into therapy. I would admit, like, the first half of all those years I did with therapy, it was like 8 years of therapy. Like, the first half, I hated it. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to do any of that stuff. I didn't want to be with this person. And after a while, I kind of had to deal with it. And then I started speaking out about getting a different one because I already knew I couldn't dodge it. I couldn't get away from it. So each one got better and better. And then the last one that I had, she was really good. She's helped me through some shit, and she's given me tools that I still think about to this day.
There's good ones out there for sure. I just think the majority of them are paid tools.
Yeah. There is that rare few that actually give a shit and actually want to help you.
Yeah. I think that last one that I went to was actually a couples therapist for me and my ex. And cool guy. Yeah. He did what he could, but in the end, if somebody doesn't want to be fixed, they're not gonna be fixed. It's a big thing with shadow work too. You got to be willing to fix yourself. Nobody's gonna do it but you. You can have help along the way, but nobody can fix you but you.
Plus, you never know where it's gonna go. Like, I say, don't have like a huge expectation of how it's gonna be, because you don't really know until you get in there and you do it. You know. I think have an open mind.
I think the big expectation is to just have that learn. You have to learn acceptance, and you have to have the expectation of I'm not gonna like what I'm looking at. I'm not gonna like what I'm dealing with. I'm not gonna like how I'm feeling, but I accept that this is what I need to do if I want to become a better person. If I want to feel better, get that weight off my shoulders, get that pit out of my chest.
take that first step and acknowledge it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't run away from it. Don't shut it away. Acknowledge that it's there and be like, okay, I'll be back when I'm ready.
Mm-hmm. You can take it in steps. Like I said, I know meditation when it comes to shadow work. That was really interesting because this started out with like one of those, I call it edge lord things, where they're like, you need to sit next to your shadow self. Um, but then you hear stories of people doing that, and then they just freak out and shut the fuck down. They're
Mm-hmm.
just like, this is too scary. This is too scary. Whatever.
Yeah.
Um, okay, this is gonna get a little bit personal, ain't it? um, but so I tried doing this meditation where you sit next to your shadow self and whatnot. Um, I didn't like it. It was too much, so I took it in smaller stages. Um, but then taking it in smaller stages, it went too slow,
Mm.
and it was easier to shut myself off. So instead of fighting my shadow self, um, I got into a meditative state, and I was very aware of my body, and I was very aware that you start doing shadow work, it's like ripping off a scab. All this shit's gonna be flooding back, whatever. Um, but I just thought back to what was the darkest time in my life, and I don't mean like anger. I mean like
Trauma.
sadness, despair. I hate that word. I hate the word trauma. It's just overused these days.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what is the saddest point you've ever been in life? When did you feel the most helpless? When did you feel the
The most
most
hurt.
abandoned with no one
Mm-hmm.
there?
Yeah.
And I kind of pictured that as the pit in my chest was that little boy Cody in that
Mm-hmm.
situation that I'm not going to say on the internet. But, at my deepest, darkest point, I kind of just pictured, young Cody as that pit in my chest. And I just was very mindful of my body. And um, I don't know how to explain it, but I just let my conscience travel to that little pit. And I was
Mm-hmm.
right there next to little boy Cody. And me and little boy Cody, we acknowledged each other. And I just kind of just sat there with him, looked at the situation, looked at everything that was going on around us, and understanding that this was a rough time. But even though nobody was there for me, I've always been there for myself. And this might be just a little bit of a trick in my brain, maybe something that I'm telling myself to feel better about it. But I like to imagine that maybe a little piece of me did go back in time to that moment to kind of give myself a little bit of hope. Uh, Probably
Yeah.
nothing. There's probably just bullshit that I came up with to feel better about it. um,
No, I think that was a healing part of your healing. I don't know.
it's hard to say. Um, so when every time I'd go back to do shadow work, I would meet up with that little boy inside me, that part that was really really hurt, and me now and me then would take the trip together. You know, because when it comes down to it, most of my shit, like if you want to say trauma, most of my traumatic stuff was that little boy who felt lonely. So me and him just kind of hung out together and kind of talked things out, work things through. But acknowledging and accepting that I've always been there for myself helped a shit ton. Because no matter what's been going on in my life, um, I've always been there for myself. You've always been there for yourself. Everybody's always been there for themselves.
So, you know how you reached into yourself, like internally?
Uh-huh.
When I was a kid, I never had anybody there. And I think I don't want to say that I created another part of me. But when I was younger, I had an imaginary friend who I could see.
Uh-huh.
And now that I think about it, that person was based off of me.
Yeah.
So I feel like my my energy or whatever may have created a tool to
Yes.
help me cope with what I was going through. But I think that's kind of interesting that you reached into yourself when mine was more of an outside thing than an inside thing.
Well, yours was very much an inside thing, but when kids go through trauma, um, their brain can fracture, and that can cause all sorts of different psychological issues if
Mm.
it's not healed. But imaginary friends is, I mean, usually when you see it in movies, it's all like, haha, happy lovey dovey, like, oh, just this kid with an imaginary friend, or it's like spirit, possessed, ghost, demon.
War
Um,
movie.
Me personally, I've never been able to have that imagination. You know, I don't have a huge imagination. Like, I can't play dolls with the kids and stuff, you know.
You have a bit of imagination, though.
Yeah. Um, but imaginary friends is usually like when kids are all alone and they feel like there's nobody there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's usually happens with like only kids, and if both parents work and they don't have a very good life, um, I guess not just like they don't have a very good life, just mom and dad's always gone, they're always working, they're always doing this, and then that's usually when kids' brains will come up with almost like a companion. So where you were hurt and you felt alone, it's not weird or crazy that you had an imaginary friend that you could see because
Mm-hmm.
it was just a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
But there's a part of me that thinks that maybe science might have it wrong a little bit. Um, I think possibly those imaginary friends are possibly a part of you, like your higher self. Maybe it's the spirit of an ancestor coming back and just hanging out with you because they know that you need help. Like maybe it's something else besides just fracturing your brain. But some people definitely do fracture their brain.
Mm.
Pretty sure
You
I
know, one
fractured my
thing.
butt once. Just got a crack in it.
One thing I've realized is at the hardest moments in my life, I think I was more focused on one aspect of myself in that
Mm,
moment, but I didn't realize about the other aspects.
yeah. So,
Interesting.
um, yeah, like I said, do your own research in looking at these different techniques. Try to find the one that stands out to you. Um, Me, I like the journal idea. I like
Mm-hmm.
writing. I like writing stuff down. Um, Set out 15 minutes of your time every day if you can, just to sit down, write it out. You can just write all the stuff that you hate about yourself. That's fine, as long as you don't let it lead you down a fucking dark, depressive fucking hole. And
Mm-hmm.
seriously, like I said, you have to accept who you are. You have to learn to accept who you are. That's the whole. That is this whole. That is the end goal for this: is to
Yeah.
accept everything about you as you. That is the goal. So set out 15 minutes a day if you can. If you can't do it every day, every other day, do it a week. Just as long as you're doing it, and it does get easier as you do it. But if you're not a big writer, set a set a timer for 15 minutes and do some meditation. 15-20 minutes. Um, if you're not into meditation, go for a jog. If you're into exercise, while you're exercising, think about these things. Be careful though. I did do shadow work while I was bench pressing one time, and I struck a chord with myself and almost dropped the barbell on myself. Or not the barbell, the bar, whatever the fuck you call it.
Also, you can do art. Um, do a hobby.
Yeah, those do essentially get you into a meditative state.
Mm-hmm.
It's like writing music and stuff. Those are little hacks to get yourself into a meditative state. If you have a hard time meditating, do music, exercise,
Mm-hmm.
keep your keep your body busy so
Your brain
your
wanders.
brain wanders
Mm-hmm.
essentially.
But don't get stuck.
Oh no, that's why I say, set a timer.
Mm-hmm.
That way you're not stressed for time. If you have somebody, if you got a spouse, best friend, brother, sister that is totally willing to help you, um, they can kind of help ground you if you're doing a big meditation or if you just need to talk stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Try to have somebody there for you during that time if you can. Um, but just remember, don't. Yeah, I'm just not a big believer on telling everybody my personal shit. So I'd be
Mm-hmm.
careful with who and what you're telling them.
Yeah, do it with somebody you trust, for sure.
um, but this is just kind of brief and basic. I honestly was not expecting to go into so much personal shit, but since we're talking about
Shadow work.
shadow work and getting over personal shit, I guess I should have seen it coming.
But you kind of have to a little bit just to let them know
Yeah, I just didn't think. I just
it would go that
yeah,
much in.
yeah.
Mm.
And then now the tea's kicking in. Got some chamomile and hibiscus tea. Mm, 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 mm. I am gonna make me another cup before we go to bed.
I was gonna say I need another cup.
Yeah,
I'm not that tired.
and I will turn that meme on while we're drinking it too.
No.
It's so good.
Please,
Mm.
please, please, with the love of the gods, do not do that.
um, um, getting defensive is natural, and processing trauma through jokes is also normal. Um, just remember it's okay not to be okay, and it's okay that you have some fucked up shit with you because we're all fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got fucked up in their own little way, and just acceptance, acceptance, acceptance. Like for me, a big part of my acceptance journey was chasing after a family that I just wanted to be around. And when I was finally around them, I accepted that maybe they ain't gonna accept me 100%. And then after that, it was a whole lot easier dealing with little boy Cody just chasing after a family he always wanted. And then once I accepted, family's busy, people are people. Why would anybody accept me for me 100% when they wouldn't be in my life 100%, right?
That way you can go, I need to accept me.
Yeah. But then I found you.
Mm-hmm.
So you accept me, I accept you.
Yes.
And since we will be together pretty much every day of the rest of our lives and
Mm-hmm.
beyond that, and
And
hopefully
the
the next
kids.
lives, you know, that acceptance is for spouse and kids. But then, one day the kids are going to grow up, be stinky teenagers, and they're going to be like, fuck you, dad. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You don't know how I feel.
And then when they come home and they're like, you're right. I'm going to do the I told you so dance. It looks like this. Oh,
He's doing the Trump dance.
it's the Trump dance. I told you so. um, yeah, my brain wandered. Tea's kicking in. I don't know what else to say at this point. Do your own research and hopefully it made sense for you guys. Do you got anything else to add on, babe?
No.
Sweet.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
I wanted to talk about this in the beginning, but I kind of forgot about it until now. But different parts of us. When we go to sleep, is that like our higher self, or is that like our spirit, like when we go into dreams? Or is that another part of ourself, or is that not?
Dreams is your mind. You rest your body, you rest your mind, you rest your soul, you rest your everything.
Yeah, but what about those dreams that come true?
Premonitions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're premonitions. I think
Do you think your higher self jumps in there sometimes and
I don't think time is a straightforward thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when you are in a lower state of consciousness, like when you're relaxed, like asleep, um, you're able to tap into little bits and pieces of your timeline or time ball or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
And you witness it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's something that's like a traumatic time.
Mm-hmm.
So something, a time with really, really big emotion. I think there's just something about that that's almost like, I don't know, the way I look at it. It's like, the movie Spider-Verse,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's a rip in the time space continuum, and then all the fucking Spider-Man from all these different universes just like pop in.
Mm-hmm.
I see like really emotional times or highly charged emotionally times as like a little tear, and then there's little bits and pieces of you that peeks into it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way that I look at it.
Well, there's this example. Before I found out I was gonna have Kaylin, then I had a dream where his dad handed me him. And his dad was wearing red. Essentially, me and Kaylin were in the spotlight. He steps in, gives me him, steps out, and is gone.
Uh-huh.
And now, like right now, it's just me and him. Essentially, I mean, I have you, but it's like he's not here.
Well, like I said, a very emotionally charged time in your life where you're at that point where you're asking and begging for help. I think those are times when we're able to
help ourselves,
kind of peek in and kind of help ourselves and be there for ourselves.
Yeah, it's okay.
So, I don't know, that gets more into a philosophical talk, but I don't know. I think we will never know, and I think it's.
I just thought it would be interesting to talk about.
Yeah, and I have thought about it. I've also thought about maybe it's like you're kind of peeking into another dimension.
Because that could be a possibility.
Yeah, it could very well be a possibility.
But it could also not happen at all.
Yes. Which is where, like, sometimes when you get deja vu and you're like, oh shit, I've been here. This person's supposed to do this, and then they don't.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe you were supposed to do something that you didn't do because you've seen it, and you're like, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. It also plays into the web of weird.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, which is why I think I more go towards emotionally charged times. You kind of call yourself to help, and since you're connected to yourself, past, future, present, now, as above, as below, Oh, now you're dying. Now you're dying on podcast.
I'm trying to cough. Hurts. I'm drooling.
That's probably the way I'm gonna die, is just by choking on water.
I do it more than you, so it's probably gonna be me.
Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Tea's kicking in. I'm ready to go to bed. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning again, and we still gotta upload and whatnot.
Yep.
So, if you guys stuck around this long, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to share us around. Kind of, we love to have our little podcast grow and have our little community grow too. We do. Speaking of community, we have our little Facebook group. You guys can go on there and request to join, and I'll accept it.
Join it.
And you can come hang out with us peeps over there. And oh yeah, before I forget, while it's on my mind, in the near future, maybe next episode, we want to do a fan submitted experience episode. Yes. I've already had a couple of people submit their experiences that they've had. More specifically, I am curious on what experience led you down this path. If you are one of those few lucky people that were actually raised this way, I'm just curious, like, the coolest thing that's ever happened to you.
What solidified your way down the path?
Yeah. What solidified it in your brain? Like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do.
This is what's meant for me.
And if you don't want to join the Facebook group to tell us your fun stuff, you can email us at halfassheathenpod@gmail.com. You can DM us on Instagram at halfassheathenpod. If you're on TikTok, oh, now I'm burping. No, now I'm burping. If you're on TikTok, you can shoot me a message on there at halfassheathenpod because they're all the same name. And you can give us like and follow on all those socials and whatnot. Yeah, feel free to share this podcast with your loved ones, your family, your friends, the people you hate, the people you love.
The old guy on your roof.
The old guy that lives on your roof and the crazy bitch with the knife that lives in your attic.
What about the basement?
Oh, that's where I stay. Which by the way, you person listening to this, you smell better when you're asleep.
Oh my god.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Legally, it's a joke. It's gonna be like one person going, "Fuck, dude, Cody lives in my basement." I'm gonna call the cops.
Yeah, Cody lives in my basement. I give him cookies once in a while.
Actually, I'm not a big fan of sugar. Throw me some beef jerky and a beer, and I'll be fine. But with that, yeah, I hope to hear you guys' experiences and stuff, and super stoked for that. It's gonna be really interesting. Kind of pick and poll, give our opinions of it, and there's a trend I've been seeing online with people's experiences, and I'm curious if it's going to continue. So this is for my own weird experiment.
Obsession.
Tardation. Skäl, y'all.
Skäl, y'all.